What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chip at RVA Vapes, and today we're talking about the iStick Pico 21700. Today we're going to be talking about the iStick Pico 21700 from our friends at Eleaf, and it is 21700 and 18650 compatible. So, first of all, you got your LO tank here, which is a Baby Beast style tank. You got your mod or device here, very similar to the original Pico, just a little bit wider. And then you've got your 4 milliliter glass, because it is TPD compliant with the 2 ml glass that's in there. You got your warning cards. This one is about the different types of coils here. And then, all the goodies. So you've got spare coil. This is your bag of O-rings, drip tip. That's your chimney adapter. It's your 18650 battery adapter. Charge cable that does do data, so this will work for firmware upgrades. And then you've got the LO tank guide or manual, as well as the Pico 21700 device manual. So we're going to talk about the device first. So it does have the 18650 compatible. The battery does go in this guy here. So you can see your positive goes down, like so. And then I believe you drop that guy on there like that. Bada bing, bada boom. That is your 18650 in there. Hold both of these. That's your key lock. Hold both of them again, unlocks the keys. 3 clicks gets you into your menu options. You got variable wattage, bypass, nickel, titanium, stainless steel, memory 1, memory 2, memory 3, back to your wattage mode. So the menu is the same as the original Pico. And there it is with your 21700 installed. Has some nice weight to it. So now we're going to talk about the tank a little bit. So the LO tank is a Baby Beast platform or Baby Beast style tank, so the coils are compatible. It's got an interesting 810 kind of setup here. You've got that lip, so it kind of curves up with this drip tip, or they give you the other straight style drip tip as well. To fill it, you just push, find the little arrow right there, push that to the side, and there's your nice fill port. It does have very nice open airflow there. And if you take out the coil, you can see it comes with the HW2, which is kind of like an X4 style with a little bit different juice wicking. And we're going to go ahead and install the 4 milliliter glass. Ooh, this is always the hardest part. There we go. Just slide that right off there. And then what you want to do is, I always screw it into the top cap there. So you just screw that end into the top cap. So now that we've got that screwed into there, it's just a matter of tightening it all back together. Top O-ring fits a little snug. Tighten this all back down. It should pull it nicely together for you. And that is your up-close look at your Pico 21700. Alright guys, so now that you got a nice up-close look at it, we're going to break it down and talk about some of the specs and parameters on this bad boy. So the first thing that you notice is it's a little bit bigger than the original one, and it does 100 watts. But let's talk about the size. So it's 77 millimeters from here to here, 51 across here, and then 26 wide. You can see I've got the Fireluke mesh tank on there, and it fits just about perfectly. So having this 25, 26 millimeter width is a super nice touch. Now, look at the screen. Look how much bigger and brighter that guy is. This is a much nicer, much larger screen than the original Picos. I think it's the same screen that the 25s had, but I really like it. It's a lot easier to read, and it's got a little bit more information on it, but we're going to talk about that later. Obviously, it takes the 21 or 2700 battery size, but they do include the 18650 adapter sleeve, which I showed you in the up close portion of this video. But being able to go back to the 18650s, because everybody's got some of those, if you can't find the 21700s, or if yours is just on the charger, it's a nice touch to be able to go back and forth, which is cool. Obviously, the 21700s are the preferred battery size for this and for a lot of the newer mods. You get 30 to 40 amp pulse. They range anywhere from, I've seen the Samsungs are like 10, 15 amps up to 25 and 30 amps in some cases continuous. So it's definitely going to be able to push that 100 watts no problem whatsoever. Now it is the same kind of Pico size, so you can see it hides nicely in my palm here. It fits good. It's got some decent weight to it. It's got the aluminum with the stainless steel top and bottom pieces. Your up and down wattage buttons are down here. Your fire buttons here. It's a Pico. It's just a bigger, badder version, if you will. They talk about this screen a little bit. It's a OLED screen, so I think that's why I like it a little bit more. And it's 0.91 inches, so it is big. It's got some bright colors to it. But the other feature that this guy has that's interesting is it's got a rapid charge. So it's a 2 amp charge through this USB port here. They give you the charge cable, obviously, but you want to make sure your power block or whatever you're plugging the USB into has the ability to go up to 2 amps. That way you're going to get the maximum charging time. With a 2 amp charge on these 3000 mAh or 3750 batteries, you're probably looking in the neighborhood of like 2.5, 3 hours, I would say. But it really depends on your charger and how everything is set up. You know, it's got all the standard safety features, dual circuit protection, reverse battery polarity protection, and you can do the firmware upgrades through this micro USB. We're not going to spend a ton of time talking about it because we've had Picos on here before, and for all intents and purposes, this is still a Pico, but I do want to highlight a couple of things that I really like about this guy. So the bigger battery size, two very enthusiastic thumbs up for sure. The 25 millimeter width here for the larger tanks, another two very enthusiastic thumbs up. The bigger, brighter screen, I really, really like it. Thank you so much, guys. But something that I didn't mention in the uppy closey that I was not privy to because I didn't read the manual is this new coil that they're packaging with it. Now, this coil they're calling an HW1C view of that guy. So there you go. That's your HW1C coil. And if you look at it, you can see it's got some different layers going on there. You can kind of see the double hole thing going on there. And then your outer donut, if you will, out here is your ceramic, and then you can see where the line is, and then you've got your standard cotton right in there. So it's similar to what we saw with the Blazer 200 coils, where it's that ceramic sandwich. So your cotton is still actually touching the coil, which is something that I think is the right way to do it. But you have that ceramic on the outside that works as an insulator, and it also kind of filters the juice, I feel like, a little bit. It's rated 0.25 ohm, and it's 25 to 55. So if you like, if you want to get a little bit better coil life out of your HW1s, definitely check out and see if any of your local shops have the HW1Cs in stock, because that could be a much better, longer life option for those of us that are lower wattage vapors, you know, 50 and under, if you will. But that's a cool addition. I really like the ceramic sandwich coils that they're going with. Pico 21700 has 100 watts, so it's got plenty of power. It's got the rapid charge, 2 amp charging on the micro USB port, so that's great. But overall, I think this is probably going to be one of the most popular kit slash devices, because it does come with that LO tank, which takes your Baby Bee style coils or your HWs that you saw there. I think it's also compatible with the Procore series and the Vaporesso NRG tank coils. All of those are Baby Beast platform, so you can run any combination of those in this tank or in your Baby Beast tank without much to any issue or without many problems. I've tried most of them. I haven't tried all of them, so I'm not going to say they're all going to work. But for the most part, any of those 4 types of coil will work in the LO tank, will work in the Baby Beast, will work in the NRG, and will work in the Joytech Procore, because the Procore and the LO are essentially the same tank. Eleaf is a subsidiary of Joytech, so it's kind of like their budget brand, if you will. So what we're going to do now is take a look at the color options, and I believe there's 6 of them for this guy. If I'm not mistaken. 2, 4, yep, 6. So you've got the brushed metal, which I think looks really classy. Then you've got black, obviously green, the silver, a darker silverish grayish, and then hot pink. I'm glad they're calling it hot pink and not red now. But I've got the silver one, you can see here. It's reflecting off my lights, but it's super bright, super shiny, anodized aluminum feel to it. It's got a nice little grip on it there, so it's definitely not going to slide out of your hands or anything like that. But I would imagine that you're probably going to see some other color variations of this coming out soon. I don't have any factual information on that, but I remember how they did it with the original Picos and then the Pico 25s, and all of them had the first ones that had the silver or stainless steel tops and bottoms, and they came out black version, red version, all kinds of different stuff. So keep an eye out for that. But if that's the one thing that's keeping you back from buying this, I would definitely go ahead and pick it up. It's a really solid device. The tank works great. You know, obviously I've got my fire loop mesh on here, but I'll put the tank next to it for comparison. So this is your LO in the 2 mil TPD conversion. You can see it's a little bit, get my fingers out of the way. You can see it's a little bit shorter, but it does come with that chimney extension that we talked about in the up close portion of the video. Overall, I have to give the Pico 21700 2 big thumbs up. This guy is everything we loved about the original Picos, with some upgrades as far as the screen and the charging, as well as the 25mm width, so you can put the bigger tanks on there, and the 21700 battery, so you get 100 watts and you get longer battery life. Overall, this is a awesome kit. So for those of you that want to pick one up, I'm going to put the coupon code up right across the bottom of the screen here, so you can grab yours for 10% off at shop.rvavapes.com. And other than that, there's not a whole heck of a lot else we need to talk about with this guy. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to check out all of our videos that come out every Saturday. And last but not least, if you want to smoke, that's your business. If you don't, you know where to go.